I'm Steven van Olmen. I work for Lotto-Belisol team. I'm a bike mechanic.
Stephen, what got you into cycling?
I was before a cyclist too, but when I was young I was still working on bikes with my father. And then when I stopped with cycling, I got a bike mechanic.
Fantastic. And so when did you stop cycling professionally?
It was in 2001 I stopped. And then I went to an amateur team for a bike mechanic. And now I do already 11 years professional mechanic.
And what is a typical day for you being a mechanic on a major team like Lotto-Belisol?
It starts with the breakfast. After the breakfast we go to work. The service cars, we put the spare bags on the roof of the car. We put spare wheels on the car. We pump all the tires on the pressure. Yeah, what we do, yeah, then we travel to the start. We put the bags on the roof from the race bags. If the rider needs something not wrong, correct on the bike, yeah, we fix it on the start. But normally everything is fixed. So yeah, and then yeah, after the race, then we clean the bikes, we check them, we check the tires, we check the gears. Yeah, when that's ready, then the bike is ready.
Every rider is an individual. Do you know all the bike settings, the individual bike settings by heart?
They tell it before, after the race, what they need for the next race. So it depends, maybe smaller gear for the mountains, sometimes other wheels for sprinting. It depends, but they tell it after the race for the next race.
What are the challenges of your role? What can sometimes be difficult in your position?
Yeah, sometimes you are in the car following, and then there happens something, a crash, and then you run to there, but you don't know who is in the crash, which rider. So, and then if the bike is broken or something, then you have to run again to your car to take the spare bike off the roof. That's sometimes difficult because you don't know what's happened then. And yeah, sometimes 3 riders of your team in the crash, then you have you have 2 hands, but sometimes you need five hands.
You would have in your time, your 11 years as a professional mechanic, encountered so many mechanical problems. Is there a standout scenario that you will never forget?
Oh, yeah, there are many scenarios that you never forget. But, so, I was once behind Philippe Gilbert when he won Giro di Lombardia, and the weather was so cold, raining, and I was behind him, and yeah, that was a moment that you never forget, because yeah, there was epic race in the weather, yeah, the bad weather. Yeah, and we won that race, so that was. Yeah,
it turned
nice.
around.
Yeah.
It worked in the end.
Yeah.
And what about the positives? What do you love about your work?
Yeah, you travel a lot, so you come on places where you never been before, and then also you meet people, always new people that you never meet before. So that's sometimes interesting. So sometimes is the travel on the end of the season is a bit boring, not, but you are tired and you want to be home then. But
so we've got you at the good end of the year. We've got you at the start of the season when it's all still energised and positive. Bikes seem more and more like computers these days in that they change so fast and technology keeps advancing them. How has the technology changed your role?
Yeah, when I started, it was all mechanical with cables. Now it's already electronic gearing system. So yeah, it changed a lot. Also with the power meter on the bike. Yeah. I don't know what's happened for the future, but maybe some disc brakes coming. I don't know. It's yeah.
What bike do you ride? What type of bike?
I ride with a Ridley Noah, but it's a Noah from 8 or 9 years ago.
Wow.
So it's one of the first Noahs from Ridley.
Wow, and so what has kept you on that bike for so long?
Yeah, because I don't ride so much anymore, and yeah, maybe it's time to change, but yeah.
Where do you love to ride on the rare moments you get?
I came earlier to here, to down under here, to ride with my bike. Well, I ride on a spare bike of a rider, so I did 1,300 kilometers in 10 days. So, but it was a bit hard. It was all uphill, and I was really tired. But now I have no time anymore to ride, so I can rest.
Now when you start work, you rest.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Tour Down Under?
Yeah, it's my 10th time now I come here in a row, so I like this race. It's nice to start on this race. Also in Europe it's winter time now, here is summer. And also the good organization of the tour. It's nice to be here. Everything is, yeah, you have no worries here. Yeah, fantastic organization.
Does it take a lot of pressure off the mechanics to remain in one base? Or does it really not matter to have to move? It's so well organised.
It's more relaxed. It's more relaxed.
Yep.
If you have to move, then it's more stressful. Yeah, you must see that you have all your stuff packed, and yeah, it is more relaxed.